And mention when Moses said to his servant, I will not cease traveling until I reach the junction of the two seas or continue for a long period. But when they reached the junction between them, they forgot their fish, and it took its course into the sea, slipping away. So when they had passed beyond it, Moses said to his boy, Bring us our morning meal. We have certainly suffered in this, our journey, much fatigue. He said, Did you see when we retired to the rock? Indeed, I forgot there the fish, and none made me forget it except Satan, that I should mention it, and it took its course into the sea amazingly. Moses said, That is what we were seeking. So they returned, following their footprints. And they found a servant from among our servants, to whom we had given mercy from us, and had taught him from us a certain knowledge. Moses said to him, May I follow you on the condition that you teach me from what you have been taught of sound judgment? He said, Indeed, with me you will never be able to have patience. And how can you have patience for what you do not encompass in knowledge? Moses said, You will find me, if Allah wills, patient, and I will not disobey you in any order. He said, Then if you follow me, do not ask me about anything until I make to you about it mention. So they set out, until when they had embarked on the ship, Al-Khidr tore it open. Moses said, Have you torn it open to drown its people? You have certainly done a grave thing. Al-Khidr said, Did I not say that with me you would never be able to have patience? Moses said, Do not blame me for what I forgot, and do not cover me in my matter with difficulty. So they set out, until when they met a boy, Al-Khidr killed him. Moses said, Have you killed a pure soul for other than having killed a soul? You have certainly done a deplorable thing. Al-Khidr said, Did I not tell you that with me you would never be able to have patience? Moses said, If I should ask you about anything after this, then do not keep me as a companion. You have obtained from me an excuse. So they set out, until when they came to the people of a town, they asked its people for food, but they refused to offer them hospitality. And they found therein a wall about to collapse, so Al-Khidr restored it. Moses said, If you wished, you could have taken for it a payment. Al-Khidr said, This is parting between me and you. I will inform you of the interpretation of that about which you could not have patience. As for the ship, it belonged to poor people working at sea, so I intended to cause defect in it, as there was after them a king who seized every good ship by force. And as for the boy, his parents were believers, and we feared that he would overburden them by transgression and disbelief. So we intended that their Lord should substitute for them one better than him in purity and nearer to mercy. And as for the wall, it belonged to 2 orphan boys in the city, and there was beneath it a treasure for them, and their father had been righteous. So your Lord intended that they reach maturity and extract their treasure as a mercy from your Lord. And I did it not of my own accord. That is the interpretation of that about which you could not have patience.